Hello and welcome back to the Cove with more EU for Relentless Push East. So I've had a couple of episodes where we've not done a huge amount. We've been getting our manpower to tick back up from zero, been working on getting some money, and all around just dealing with a couple of rebellions. But it all ends today. Yes, I have a plan, and since we have so much manpower compared to some of our neighbours, I think it's about time we go ahead and exercise. So, my current thoughts are that we're going to go ahead and fight Nogai today. If we have a look at their total war score cost for all their provinces, it's 69%. And so I think that we could happily make another little vassal, feed them off, and then start using their cores to reconquest into whether it's Transoxiana, Astrakhan, or into Genoa, whatever really takes our fancy, which could be quite nice. So that'll save us a little bit of administrative power, and then from there we might go ahead and fight Oirat, clean up those borders as we continue to integrate Perm. Now, because we are trying to integrate them right now, we should, before anything starts, make sure that we go ahead and enable Scuttage. That will just guarantee that they will not be called into wars, and we don't have to worry about ceasing to make progress on our annexation. So we'll allow that. We'll also go ahead and let's see, is there anything else we wish to do? I don't think so. That should be good enough. So let's get our troops and double check who we're fighting. Yeah, 9,000 men here. They are allied to Ajam, which is 16,000 troops. Okay, so you know what? More money for us. That's fine by me. We'll go ahead and we'll get them prepared. So much for gaining some extra drill, but every little bit does count, so you know, we'll take what we can get, and I think that's where we will go. So these guys can head over there. Oh, we also picked up enough cash for us to be able to afford a new manufactory, so let's go ahead and get that done. 0.82 is quite nice, so we'll get that started. Otherwise, I don't think that there's too much that can be done. We could finish integrating a couple of states, I think, and make them full cores. What is it? Luki and... You know what? Let's just go ahead and get them all out of the way. We've had them partially cored for quite some time. That'll be really good to see that go down. Yeah, there we go. So that'll be... Yeah, from 50% is going to start on ticking down. That is at least something. Yeah, that extra prosperity and all is going to be quite nice. So that will help us with bringing down our autonomy. In fact, you know what? I do wonder, for this entire little state of ours, is there anything we can do to help our autonomy change? There is 0.03. Well, you know what? That's actually not as much as I thought it could be. I think we just leave it as it stands. We'll use our governmental abilities when that is appropriate. We'll also go ahead and I think we leave our forts disabled for now. I don't see them being able to do too much, except for maybe this one. So yeah, we'll go ahead and let them recoup some manpower. Sorry, not some manpower, but some morale. And I think that should be fairly good. Yeah, I don't see too much wrong with it. So, let's go ahead and reclaim a diplomat. Let's go ahead and take the one that is counter-espionaging. That seems decent. Actually, you know what? No, cancel that. Let's remove our improving relation with Belaruso. That'll be fine. Let's go ahead and declare war. We could go for a standard conquest, which would be aggressive expansion and all of that. I think since we will be taking so much land, let's use our newly acquired Holy War. Bonus prestige, less aggressive expansion. Yeah, I think that seems good enough. And let's go ahead and confirm. Right back to war. So, let's go ahead and I think we're going to mothball the majority of our forts. I think we can do that through here. Yeah, mothball all forts. That'll be fine. And then we'll just go ahead and re-enable the couple that we want, just on the off chance anything does happen And that should be good. So that's a solid line of defense. In fact, that's one more than we need. So let's disable that one. Let's send these guys in and find wherever they may be hiding. And siege them down. Belrizo should bring in a couple of troops so they can probably deal with some of the sieging. We'll try and catch them behind the fort. I think that'll be in our interests there, although it is only level 1 fort. So let's go ahead and... 9,000 men. Let's create a new unit. We'll leave the artillery and a couple of the troops. The rest can stay here. Yeah, that'll be fine. Minimize the attrition that we're taking. Again, we're still trying to make our manpower pool grow a bit. So anything that'll help us out in the meantime is worthwhile. Looks like, yep, that's working out fine. Go ahead and siege that down too. In fact, if we so desired, which I dare say we do, let's go ahead and we'll even barrage the fort. Make this war a nice and quick one. In fact, we could have almost been over in a single siege tick. Let's see. These guys do have military access through Transoxiana, so no, we'll hold out for now. They can try and arrive there, and then we'll either cut them off or stamp them out, depending on what works best for us. Alright, so where are you guys heading? Down over here? Yeah, you're locked on in. That'll be an easy victory. Just one less regiment for them to deal with. Excellent. No losses. That's what we wanted to see. Let's march you down over there. I suppose that should take a little bit less attrition. In fact, yeah, if we catch this fort there, we might actually stop them. In fact, it does look like that is the case. Let's go ahead and march over there. These guys can march over here. Looks like Belrizo is doing exactly what we wanted and is sieging them down. In fact, let's go ahead and tell everybody to be aggressive. I really do not mind. These armies that we're facing are not exactly well equipped, so I'm not too concerned. We'll go ahead and siege that back down, and then let's make our way down to Ajam. All right, so it looks like Incorruptible Volgast added size to the spy network in Russia. That's not ideal, but it is what it is. Let's go ahead and let's get these fellows marching down over here too. Let's see, how many troops have Ajam got? 18,000? Okay. But they are more than a couple of technologies behind us, so realistically, we're probably alright. Let's just double check though. They can sneak up through here, but that's a long way to go. Let's just tell them to make their way to... a long way around, it seems. Yeah, okay. And then there's Ajam over there, which is occupied by peasants. Alright, well, we may as well start marching on over. That's going to take a little bit of time, so we'll let them do what they do. Let's see. In fact, you know what? Yeah, 12,000. We don't have much in the way of cavalry. You know what? Before we do, let's just go ahead and add a couple of extra soldiers to the mix. We'll get them to regroup in friendly territory. These guys can go ahead and make their way down over here. Let's add a leader on there. In fact, let's go ahead and recruit an extra general. A 0211, I suppose, could be worse. Not by much, but it is a technicality there, so we'll take it given the history of our generals. He can march on down there, siege those down. Looks like some benign neglect has been going on. Let's see, taxation. We've got White Corellia. Oh, it's all about 6 of one, half a dozen the other. Alright then, well then, let's just go with the trade power, I suppose. Or you know what? Let's just go with the manpower. Manpower is probably the most benefit to us as we are trying to increase. Not that it's really going to change much. It's only a couple of men per month. But, you know, it's all about the little things. The more we pay attention to it, the better off we'll be. Alright, so colony self-sustaining. Excellent. Let's go ahead and check those out. We can go ahead and use some Siberian frontiers. The question is, though, our ideas. That siege ability could be rather nice. Same with that spy network construction. And you know what? As it stands, we don't need these territories immediately, as nice as they are. I think the ones we focus on are over here. So while we're annexing... Yeah, while we're annexing Perm... Sorry about that hiccup. We will... Yeah, we'll only focus on the ones for our achievement, and we'll fill in the rest at a later date. Yeah, it's just a little bit tricky when we're trying to have so many things vie for our diplomatic power. Alright, you guys, let's go ahead and march on down to their fort. You shall be fairly unbeatable given their numbers, so that is fine by me. We can go ahead and equip the Streltsy again, with some war exhaustion and gain some extra manpower. The extra combat ability for our infantry would be nice, but realistically, we don't have that many of them. I think we go ahead and wait for the war to be over, and use that to lower our war exhaustion in the future. Yeah, I think that's definitely what we'll do. Alright, more colonies self-sustaining. Excellent. Let's go to... that's panning out nicely. Our font is growing bigger. Again, once we get rid of Perm, that'll hopefully help us out in that regard. Placement is absolutely terrible. But either way, let's see. There's no provinces that are particularly decent out this way. Yeah, I think we just let our... yeah, we'll stay with what we said before. We'll let our diplomatic power grow. That'll be fine. Looks like our army over here is fighting some of Ajam's rebels. That's not exactly something I typically care for, but at the end of the day, they're peasants and we need the war score. So we'll let that happen. We might even be able to work our way towards their capital a little bit quicker as well. So that's not the end of the world either. Let's see. Austria has decided to share maps. Again, not our problem. Now let's shuffle you to the next one. And see if we can find any of Ajam's troops. Yeah, there's not much really going on there. Alright, so either way, let's go ahead and start preparing for a peace deal. Let's go ahead and we will take everything that they have because we can then release them. And that will make them far happier than otherwise. We can then go ahead and get them to revoke cause, and we care about the ones against us. So let's go with all of the ones that we currently own. Because I believe the Siberian frontiers only works if we have direct access to the capital. Yeah, let's just double check. Where's a spot where we can't play it? Okay. A frontier can only be established next to a city we own that can trace a route back to our capital. Yep. So if we hand this off to our subject, I don't think that would technically work out. So yes, we'll go ahead and we'll get them to revoke cause on those. Everything else we will happily leave. Let's see. Oh no, no guy or Perm. No, we don't really need to worry about that. We'll have this war finished before we finish integrating. So that'll be fine. We'll leave the rest. We don't need to worry about anything else except their money. It will be 100% peace deal. So we've got that. And then for Ajam, let's go ahead and we'll take all of their money. We'll tell them to give us the war reparations. And then outside of that, I don't think that there's too much that I care about. Maybe a little bit of prestige farming. Yeah, there's nothing really noteworthy. So I suppose we'll go ahead and tell them to lose their rivalry with you guys and you. Yeah, that'll be more than enough. Alright, so that'll be nice and easy as soon as we get our armies in place. Alright, well, that's a very roundabout way we have to travel. Unfortunately, we didn't have better military access, but it is what it is. As long as we get to where we need to go, that is all that I care about. Saritsa has died. Oh no. Hang on a second. Was that our wife? Yeah, I do believe that was the case. That's sad. Alright, well, you know what? We'll have a few marriage offers in a minute anyways, so it's probably not that bad, all things considered. Let's see. Enemies are trying to take provinces. Says who? No guy. Okay, so you do have a couple of troops. And I have no idea where they got those 7,000 soldiers from. I guess maybe they were hiding out elsewhere. But again, that won't be too bad. These guys, let's go ahead and move on over towards... Oh, the Zaragoza Mountains. Okay, that explains why we can't get through there. I forgot that they were located right over there. So yeah, you can march your way around here. I don't think that there are any... Oh, they've already tried to cut off some more military access. Okay, I see that they're getting quite defensive. But unfortunate for them, they are such a broken nation. So that'll be fine. Let's go ahead and just check in. That's another province owned. Excellent. No guy just seemed to be running around, so I'm not sure what they're really thinking. It's an interesting battle plan, for sure, but again, nothing that I'm too concerned about. Looks like Ajam have a couple of troops down here. Might in fact catch them out, and I dare say we'll wipe out that 6,000 before they're even able to reinforce, which is excellent news for us. That's their entire army. If we can get the defensive territory too, that would be brilliant. And they had no infantry. Well, that is incredibly terrible for them. And I don't see them going anywhere. So, let's get our troops to go ahead and start chasing them. I think we'll go ahead and... Oh, I didn't mean to scorch. I meant to barrage. Oh well. It's nothing too terrible one way or the other. It just is what it is. Alright, no guys working on a couple of sieges. That's fine. I really do not care. Prevents them from calling for peace, a white peace. So yeah, we can get some more from this battle here. Looks like we're fighting some other people's riots, which are a little bit well, it's not as optimal as leaving them be, since they're not our troubles. But oh well. Alright, so what have we got here? Administrative power or prestige? Admin tech cost goes down for the next 6 years. Or pretty much the same thing. So it's either prestige or administrative power. Unfortunately, too many years ahead of time. I suppose we go with the administrative power. I guess it never hurts to have, so we'll go ahead and work on that. Patriarchal strengths. Let's see. Younger candidates gain some loyalty. Loses money. You know what? Their influence is inconsequential at this point in time, so we'll leave that for now. Let's see just how, yep, just gotta wait on this siege. So we'll go ahead and wait. These guys should be attacking fairly soon. They are in mountains. Let's just make sure that we don't allow them to leave. We'll leave that dry lands open just in case they try to reroute somewhere else. But we'll leave that for now, unless there's a battle to be had. Magulistan, they're at war with Oirat. Nope, Oirat is ours to destroy, so we're going to let you be. Military leader has left us. Oh, the one on the siege, dude. That is sad, but you know what? Hopefully that won't be too long lasting. There we go. We can go ahead and recruit a new general. A 0412. Alright, well, you know what? That's currently our best general that we really have. So we'll take it. Let's go ahead and march on in and... Do we care about them, their army? Alright, hang on a second. Let's sue for peace. We want a 95% war deal. Their army strength isn't really counting. Sure. You know what? Let's just make sure for good measure we go ahead and take them out. Let's go ahead and consolidate our front lines just to minimize our losses. I know we're fighting into terrible terrain, but I don't think it's going to make a huge difference. Let's get some reinforcements in there too, just to make sure that this is truly the wipe that we want it to be. And there we have it. They will retreat. You, my friends, can head over here. The others can march to their capital. Oh. And are they... Oh, wow. They really are playing around with that military access. They're being an absolute jerk, but it is fine. We'll go ahead and send these fellows to start working on some of these other provinces. That's alright. Alright. Colony, self-sustaining. One that isn't too important. It's fine. Let's go... Yeah, we'll just stay where we are for now. I don't think we really have to worry about these guys. Hang on a second. No guy tribes. Okay, just rebels. They're not fighting anybody else. I thought for a second that they may have ended up in another war while they were weak, but not currently, so that's fine. Those guys can go ahead and shuffle off over to their capital. Keep on sieging down what we can. And then no guys asking for peace, but that's okay. I don't really care. If we check out the current numbers, yeah, their war exhaustion is incredibly high. We haven't quite got a jam down to low, so that should be fairly easy. In fact, you know, come to think about it, we probably don't need to end both of their rivalries, or even, yeah, we've got plenty of prestige. I'm sure we'll gain at least 10 prestige from Nogai. So let's just quickly double check. Yeah, 23 prestige. We don't need any prestige farming. We can just take their money and run. So that'll be what we'll go for. Only a couple of reasons until we've got that sorted. We're not even going to bother fighting them again. I think by the time we stand on their capital and make it to their other fort, they're going to be fairly, how do we put it? Fairly hesitant about trying to join in on any battles. So yeah, we'll go ahead and shuffle over there. It's dry land, so it's nothing dangerous for us to be taking. Let's see if this works. No, a couple more reasons. That's all we're after. I'm sure as soon as this flips, that'll be all that we're after. Let's just double check. Oh, colony self-sustaining. Does that give us... Ooh, Terra Incognita. Hang on a second. Alright, we'll come back at the end of the month and we'll check in on that, because we need to keep on moving as fast as we can. Let's see. Alright, that's the end of the month. Let's see if that opens up more of the map. Yes, it does. Let's go for our coastline. That's what we're after. And I think... hang on a second. Let's just pull up the achievement. We were on... Where is this? Relentless Push East. So, own the East Siberian coastline. Okay, so it's only the coastline. We don't really need the rest for now, so we'll just do the bare minimum as is required. I think... Yeah, that'll be fine. That is nothing too serious. Alright, colony self-sustaining. Again, excellent. Wonderful that we've got that, but again, not that important. Let's just focus on piecing out these wars. Alright, so what have we got here? 49% and a minus 14. Let's go for... let's go ahead and... Alright, we don't have any cannons here. That's unfortunate. Let's go ahead and recall a few of our troops, though. It's fort level 1, so we don't need anything outside of our artillery. Let's shuffle them back a province. Avoid any extra attrition. We have almost made it back up to our maximum manpower, which is particularly nice. And it does look like they're trying to run away as fast as possible. So there it is. There's their capital. Can we sue for peace now? Yes, we can. Well then, if that is the case, let's go ahead and, yeah, all the money, all of the claims. Can we go ahead and transfer some trade power? Yes, we can. All right then. Set demand. No problems. And then let's march back over towards Nogai. I think, yeah, that is a 99% war score. This will be a fairly easy thing for us. Oh, apparently though, we have a new purchase ability for the Age of Reformation. Ooh. Prestige from missionaries. Yep, per development from missionary. That's not bad. Institutions. It's not bad to have in ahead of time before the next one. I think our next institution, if memory serves, will be printing press. Okay. And that'll probably be up around Germany. So, yeah, the one that we really want, though, is global trade. If we could make that spawn. Let's see. Discipline is nice, though. Yeah, so it's either going to be discipline or the institution, but I think the institution is going to be of greater benefit for us. We're not really fighting any major powers, so we'll go ahead and take the economic bonuses there. We also have plenty of cash, so we could either upgrade another project as well. Yeah, monthly autonomy change for the whole nation. Upgrade project upgrade time as well. Ooh, you know what? That actually does sound rather tempting. We could also go with the Tolerance of the True Faith, or... yeah, it's either one. Okay, either that, or we could potentially build another 2 manufactories. Both of which are quite nice and pricey. I think it's hard to say no to the manufactories. Yeah, this is going to be the best way for us to boost our economy. I think for now, we're going to go ahead and do that. We're a couple of ducats shy on the next one, but that's fine. We'll sort that out fairly quickly. Oh, there is an unconditional surrender. Yes, I am well aware of that. We will happily go ahead and peace you out, but we need our diplomat. All right, so what do we have here? Until the death of our ruler, we could take a 5% military tech cost penalty or lose army tradition. Man, that's nothing that we really want. Our tradition is not that fantastic, so I don't really want to lose that, and that is how we get better generals. Though tech-wise... actually, no, hang on. How old is he? He's 68. He's 68. He'd be in his 70s, mid-70s by the time of the next tech. I don't think it's going to be the most penalizing thing. No, you know what? We'll take the military tech cost. We're not going to ruin our whole situation for that. That'll be fine. Let's go ahead and now piece these guys out, as we certainly can. We could take a little bit more cash if we so desired. Wait a second. Don't have enough to demand. Well, we do have to maintain all of these courses to keep our Siberian frontiers, so I suppose it is a necessity. Still 100 ducats, though. Coalition is no one we care about, so yeah, let's go ahead and peace on out. That is excellent. And so now, we have some rebels that we should probably deal with. Yep, we'll work on those. Everybody's moving on up. So that's fine. Let's go ahead and we will release the nation of Nogai. Let's see, where are they? 11 provinces. I think that's pretty good. Let's just double check. Nogai, yeah, so that will give them provinces from all of here. That won't take them from Perm. That'll give us plenty of good claims against the Genoese Pontic Steppe, as well as Transoxiana and a little bit of Oirat. Yeah, I think in the long run that this is going to be the cheap way for us to expand quite comfortably. So yeah, let's go ahead and do that. And there we go. They'll follow the wrong faith though. Ooh, you know what? If that is the case, maybe we go ahead and we focus our missionaries here first. That could be something that could be rather good for us. Yeah, let's recall you. Let's see. So this is going to be their capital. Yeah, judging by the 11 development. So that is going to be one of the most important ones for us to take. Yeah, let's go ahead and we will work on converting. Oh, it's under siege. Okay. Well, you know what? We'll deal with that in the next one. We'll get our armies to deal with these rebels and we'll convert them so when we do release them, they will be the right faith. We've already got... yeah, we'll see how it goes. See what is required. But either way, we'll deal with that in the next. So if you do want to see more, be sure to hit that subscribe button. It is the best way to catch all future content. And I'll see you next time. So until then, thank you for tuning in to the Leviathan Cove. This is the Leviathan, signing out.